everyone becomes the same oatmeal ass person in the same oatmeal ass ski, throwing the same oatmeal ass fireballs and hashogakis and level threes. Why spend time learning set play or, God forbid, eds, spacing traps and stuff when you could pick Ryu, land a jump in, and kill anybody in this game? The brain works on incentives. The incentive in Street Fighter 6 is becoming play Ryu or you will suffer. So, therefore, people pick Ryu. And then more people pick up Ryu. And suddenly, the matchup history is Ryu, 14-year-old Ryu player, another Ryu, a Ryu who's Smurf, a Ryu wearing Kin's colors, which is just like, man, that guy needs therapy, and Ryu who's, 9 years old and kicking your ass, you know what I mean? It isn't healthy for the game. It's a collective identity erosion. It's a monoculture. And monocultures die. What's up, party people, and welcome back to our Raked Adventures with a side of Yap. Today we are going to be talking about how unfair life is. There's a lot of unfair things in life. There's rent, group projects, the fact that your professor forgets to upload the grading rubric but somehow remembers to take away your points. But nothing as of late has been as soul-crushing to me as booting up good old Street Fighter 6, playing ranked cool, and playing ranked Q, and saying, oh cool, another Ryu. It's only my 6th Ryu in a row I've fought today. Awesome, can't wait to fight more Ryus. And Ryu being one of the best characters in the game honestly sucks. Not just mechanically, not just competitively, but I'm talking spiritually, I'm talking psychologically, I'm talking cosmically. It's bad for identity, it's bad for motivation, it's bad for player diversity, and my rapidly decaying will to live. Let's break it down. So, every fighting game community has its comforting little bedtime stories, about Ryu being honest. Let's just call it, what I'm saying. Yeah, sure, honest. Ryu's honest, just like, I missed work because I didn't feel good. You know what I mean? Just honest Ryu. Ryu is a robbery character. Hashogaki is the lone shark of fighting game moves. That shit breaks kneecaps and demands your damn drive gauges payment. Drive rush conversions, dude, does 80% off one fierce punch. Corner pressure, do we have to talk about? He's probably got one of the best strokes in the game. One button and he stays right in your face the entire time. This character is bonkers, dude. Ryu is not fundamentals. Ryu is one jump in and you lose 80% of your life bar from nothing. You know what I mean? Do you think I'm exaggerating? No, I am not. This character will absolutely annihilate your soul. So let's talk about the psychology of why I think Ryu being one of the best characters in the game absolutely sucks. So, players need identity. We need individuality. We need to tell ourselves the delusion that our main character somehow says something profound about us. Dawson players, it's all about patience and precision and that hard work that goes into learning matchups. Manon, throwing someone harder each time she goes. It's like, you annoyed this Manon player and every time she scoops you, she gets the reward. Jury. I play Jury because I'm mentally unwell. That is not a secret about myself. So characters reflect personality. They help anchor in a giant chaotic system of Street Fighter. But when Ryu becomes one of the best characters in the game, identity completely dies. Everyone becomes the same oatmeal ass person in the same oatmeal ass ski, throwing the same oatmeal ass fireballs and hashogakis and level threes. Why spend time learning set play or, God forbid, eds, spacing traps and stuff when you could pick Ryu, land a jump in, and kill anybody in this game? The brain works on incentives. The incentive in Street Fighter 6 is becoming play Ryu or you will suffer. So, therefore, people pick Ryu. And then more people pick up Ryu. And suddenly, the matchup history is Ryu, Ryu. 14-year-old Ryu player, another Ryu, a Ryu who's Smurf, a Ryu wearing Kin's colors, which is just like, man, that guy needs therapy, and Ryu who's, 9 years old and kicking your ass, you know what I mean? It isn't healthy for the game. It's a collective identity erosion. It's a monoculture. And monocultures die. Monocultures kill the video game you're playing. Ryu is a jack of all trades character. He has a tool for every situation, a poke for every situation, a punish for every situation, everything about him. Neutral, he can win. Scramble, he can win. Corner, we already covered that. Full screen, guess what? He's got stuff to do there too. When a character is discomplete, he becomes psychologically irresistible. Not just discomplete, but this easy to play. Kids grew up with him. I grew up with him. Now new kids are growing up with him. He's the default, the template, So why would you ever go for anything else? Remember how in Pokemon every kid picked Charmander, and then the first gym's a rock type, you know what I'm saying? Same energy here. People gravitate towards things that feel stable and rewarding. Ryu is the human equivalent of that one syllabus your professor posted. It actually makes sense. He's reliable, he's predictable, and he's overly rewarded. But when the default is also the best in the game stagnates. It warps skill development. It reduces creativity. It creates a community of one-trick Ryus who all think they're playing footsies when they're just pressing stand heavy punch like it's a damn lottery ticket, Ka-ching! So there's a psychological principle called the hedonic adaptation, which basically means humans get bored extremely fast. Variety keeps us engaged. Repetition makes question our life choices. So what happens when every cue results in Ryu, 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 Ryu? You burn out. Even if you win, you burn out. Even if you stomp the Ryu, you burn out. Even if you are a Ryu player, you still burn out because it's a damn mirror match every single time you queue up and you're tired of watching yourself in the shower. Reflection of this game. Fighting games strive on adaptation, matchup knowledge, and creative problem solving. But you can't mix up fighting Ryu, dude. You can't discover something new when you're fighting Ryu, dude. You're not building a portfolio of experience. You're doing the same fight over and over until your brain melts into green goo because of the damn drive rush. Worst part, there's no end in sight, bro. Because when the most popular character is also the strongest, you're locked in a psychological and competitive loop, bro. We're all cooked. We're all cooked unless something happens. Developers know Ryu is sacred ground. You touch Ryu, and the community reacts like you canceled Christmas. But this reverence creates a trap. Ryu gets buffed because he should feel good for new players, sure. Ryu stays top tier now because he's the face of the game. Yeah, Luke's the face of this game, but guess what, dude? No, he ain't. Nobody plays that character. Everyone plays Ryu, just like they always have for damn near, 60 years now, dude. Ryu keeps his robbery tools because we want him to feel rewarding to play. We want you to feel rewarding for spamming stand heavy punch until you win the game. Becomes a cycle. Ryu must feel strong. He must stay strong. People play him. Now he must stay strong because many people play him. Meanwhile, the rest of the roster is standing in the background like NPCs from mobile gacha game. Interesting, underutilized, and they're occasionally crying in my case. Poor Jerry. Jerry's left behind, man. Ain't nobody playing this bitch no more. Tragedy. I wouldn't either if Makoto was in the game. I'm just saying because that's my identity. In conclusion, Ryu being a top 3 character in this game kills identity, kills my variety, kills my motivation to fight, kills creativity, kills my MR, kills my will to live. Top tier Ryu is psychological chokehold on a community. He might be the foundation of Street Fighter, but right now he's also a goblin demolishing the neighborhood. This shit is painful. If the game wants long-term health, we need diversity, we need character expression, we need matchups that aren't me versus Ryu number 23,948. Ryu being strong is fine. Ryu being an uncontrollable monster is not fine. Ryu being a wobbly character, annoying but manageable, but Ryu being one of the best characters in the game is just absolutely not. It's not honest, it's not healthy for the game, and it's not fun for us to fight Ryu 10,000 times every single time we want to play. I'm done. Rant over. Everyone keep picking Ryu. You're not doing anything wrong. In fact, I'm the one who's not doing anything right by still playing Jury and not switching to Jury or switching to Ryu, Mai, or Bison right now. I'm the one who's wrong. Enjoy Ryu while he's ruining this fucking game. I am the depressed gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you made it this far, you enjoyed some part of the video. So, yeah. Y'all keep on struggling. And oh, be good to yourselves, too. You can't forget to be good to yourself. Take care of yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Not expensive, but nice. That fucking double-decker cheeseburger from McDonald's. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one.